Hello and welcome to this week's podcast. A bit late in publishing this week, but like everybody else, I find myself working more and more hours. So I was looking at the stats this week, and usually California romps away with the total listens for the week, and I deeply appreciate everybody that can spare the time to listen to me just babbling on. But last week, Kentucky came from nowhere. They topped the board. Oddly though, closely followed by Phuket in Thailand. If you want to be involved with the podcast, you can drop me an email at neil@thedarkhypnotist.com, all lowercase, and I'll give you a shout out. I did have one download from Russia. I don't know how that's happened. Maybe it's Putin trying to get some anxiety relief, who knows. And that brings me on to the affirmations for this week. Quietening anxiety. Now we know anxiety is a natural built-in warning system, and we all have anxiety. It becomes an issue when it begins to interrupt our daily lives. And if you feel that's you, I would encourage you to seek help, to find a way that works for you, to start reducing the anxiety and start taking control back. Anxiety does start with the thought process. It is a learned behaviour. And that means you can learn to reduce the anxiety and its symptoms, or even eradicate it altogether. That sounds impossible to anxiety sufferers, but I've seen it happen and have helped people myself. Now, affirmations, when repeated, start your brain to make those new pathways. For instance, when you say to yourself, "When I hit my trigger, I will be calm and in control," the unconscious parts of your mind knows what your trigger is. It knows it causes the anxiety. So it simply maps this affirmation to that issue. And repeating anything, whether a thought or an action, will build the pathways to do that thought or action automatically. And you begin to see how repeating affirmations can change the way you think and behave. So, thank you all for listening this week. Enjoy the show and have a calm and in control week. Cheers.